all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before.
Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god?
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you? What? I'm back. Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop! I did this. I killed him.
Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you.
Joshua died. I killed him.
And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt. I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything.
And now? Are you ready to accept the truth?
I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace.
Press on. Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears. No escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all. Show yourself, Ifrit.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine. No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself. I awakened as a dominant of fire, right here in this castle, and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers together. I want to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet, they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said... He said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to... out. Now!
Yes, yes, my lord.
Benedicta.
So... Next.
We returned to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then. Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
What happened here?
Imperials! You'll pay for this!
We've got a live one.
What are you doing here? Answer me! Wake! Flames to me!
Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
Not this time. Too slow. Finished.
Thought you could escape us, did you, Bandit? You were born a slave, and you'll die one.
Kill all the ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs. We're innocent people. It's over. Not this time. Stay down. That's enough!
All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annibella's command!
My mother ordered this.
Clive,
I know. It can wait. A little help! Not this time. Not this time. Flames to wake I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late! Gav! Clive! Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
but why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
Can I see I'm busy here? Not saying for you, do you? And?
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick...
I can set a broken arm, soothe a cough, settle a stomach. But there is no remedy for what happened in Eastpool. My talents are worthless in the face of such cruelty. We can keep running, or we can walk through this door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black... creeps closer as
Apparently I've been muted this whole time. No, it was within the stream settings that my was muted. I got an hour of me looking, just looks like I'm just mouthing while playing the game. Oh God.
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
I mean, content creation, sure, but streaming's a different thing. I was trying to fix my stuff because I started streaming. Okay, only because I do want to hear this. So I started streaming, and it did the same thing it did last time, where it wasn't streaming to YouTube, but it said I was live streaming. And then what I did is I had to change the resolution at which it was recording from 2K60 to the, I'm guessing 1080p. It's a 1290, 60 frames per second is what I did. And then everything started streaming. I was actually able to see myself. I did a test, and then I went back to the 2K 60 frames per second streaming, and that's where I got to this one was working. And during that whole thing, I must have accidentally muted myself while trying to make it all work.
Refuge from the blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of Great Grieger.
A crusade. Oh yeah, I figured it out because you started actually messaging me, sitting there lurking, watching.
That cost. And what of our legions? Shall we raise the furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
You're the only person talking to me. It says that there's two people watching my stream. I'm guessing one's me because I have it on my phone for the chat. And then you're the only person.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Ooh, I know we're going to get to steal Bahamut's power eventually. Can't wait for that.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today.
You know, this is the first time.
We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows.
The new one.
Land drained so dry of its ether.
I talk about
not even
Loso.
the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing.
Oh.
Right, listen.
Yeah. I mean, due to the demo, I know we get Titan.
How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mine from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although, admittedly, this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals. And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Let's do it.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
So this is one of the first Final Fantasy games where we're actually destroying the crystals. I mean, if you play Brave the Default, made by Square Enix 2, you destroyed the crystals in that game too, kind of ish.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Yes, I'm gonna need to buy some stock because I'm a little low on potions.
Don't mind me. Just take it in.
Wanted to send a message.
Ah, the Moogle. What does the Moogle got to say right now?
Is everything all right? Research could continue apace, and when my fertilizer is complete, the furrows will need
Sorry, Kupo.
expanding.
There are no nuts at the moment.
Will not bow to the plate.
Come by again when we've grown some fruit worth eating, and I'll see that you get some.
Aw, so kind. And there's 2 side quests.
You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary, and no fresh meat for our cooking pots. Worst of all, that letter I lost? It was for Sid. A letter he's been waiting on for days.
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No. I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Go to Bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor.
Sounds like a new place to go to.
If you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's Bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
Okay. I mean, I did get a new power. I got the limit break stuff, and then I should be getting... Then I should be getting Titan here soon.
Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. You know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait. You were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lostwing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
All right.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
Get this underway, and then we'll go about and do some side quests.
So what god's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Good choice. I just have to find something better than my meat and cross. And my meat and bonds.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Ironheart's tonic. Broken, but that's doing so is easier said than done. Fortunately, there are ways of convincing the mind that such a possible, but really within reach. This tonic actually feels like break gauge right there. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing, and it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Just go and see Otto, will ya?
All right.
Take a seat, Clive.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known it. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
Yep.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
Yes.
Snaky.
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame?
What's up,
And
Justin?
where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman.
Console says 3 watching. I thought it says 2, but I see you both
Don't
chatting
go
with
blind,
me.
you know, with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Yes, sir. Now it's 2. Who just left? Are you spying on me? Okay. So talking to that person helps get me.
Now to find Gav.
Oh, you're the new lad, aren't you?
So you'll help me find
Go
quests.
at your service. Well, at the hideaway service anyway. Otto's put me in charge of reading through the reports sent in by our
It said
allies
someone
and
left, so I don't
pointing
know
out
if Justin's still in
problems
here.
that might warrant the attention of the curse breakers, or any other willing volunteers. And there's no shortage of problems, I can tell you. Well, maybe I don't have to. I'll warrant a strapping lad like you's got people begging him for help wherever you go.
Anyway, if you're ever interested in taking a look over the list, just say the word. Reckon you could probably tick off the odd thing here and there. They say little acts of kindness are their own reward. But if that ain't enough, these have got proper bounties on them and all.
Doing good, you know.
Here you go.
Just playing this. Finally back to streaming again. Oh, sweet. So I can travel places now to get things.
Always
That's pretty
something
cool.
in there.
Fast travel to. Such a like to speak with Gav. I would like to go explore a little bit. Let's open the world map. Oh, sweet. Let's head back to Martha's Rest and get these done. All right. Person with the chocobo.
I have to find.
Ready to find?
Can't talk now. Oh, you're Clive, aren't you? Martha told me all about you. Word is you're a devil with that blade.
You look like you're in a hurry. Where are you going?
Not far, I hope. But
Some
I dare not
exciting
waste a
videos
moment.
they'll be.
It might cost a man his life.
Sounds serious. What happened?
Not so much what happened as what might. They've discovered he's a bearer, see? And now, one of his erstwhile friends and neighbors wants to see him clapped in chains.
Where is this bearer?
He wasn't fool enough to wait for the Imperials to arrive. Poor sod took to the road, left his whole life behind. But they'll be after him before long. I need to find him and get him to safety, fast. Here. If you've the time and the inclination, I could do with a hand. Will you help me find him?
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. With your help, we might catch up with him yet. His name's Norris. We need to find him and get him to Martha before the Imperials sniff him out.
You found him yet? You won't catch a bastard standing around clucking like old hens. That fucking snake played me false, acted like he was one of us, and the whole time he was one of them. We need him caught and handed over to the Imperials. Hanging's too good for him. Well, go on then. If he gets away, I'll see you fitted for a noose.
All right, Ronald. We were just leaving. Look, this one's here to help. I was just filling him in.
Ha! Send a bearer to catch a bearer, is it? Not bloody likely.
Jesus.
That's it. I'll find the bastard myself.
Come on now, Ron. It's dangerous out there. We wouldn't want you to come to any harm.
You want something done right, you don't send a bearer.
Clive, this might take a while. You start hunting our man, and I'll be along once I put Ronald's mind at ease. Someone said they saw Norris heading for the Fallen Gate. Maybe you could ask if anyone over that way knows anything. We have to find him. Don't let him slip through our grasp.
Okay.
I better find this Norris before Ronald
sounds,
takes matters into his own hands.
Sounds like Ronald could use a scare.
Played false, I wonder.
Here, you're that bearer who works for Martha, aren't you? Can you give me a hand? Curse my luck. I dropped my crystal off a cliff into the bloody swamp like an utter fool. Now, I've not got your knack, see, and I need that shard to chill my fish if I'm to take him to market. It's just a short climb down. I'll make it worth your while.
I can't promise it.
Well, just promise you'll look. Ah, there may be one thing I failed to mention about the crystal. A creature might have already claimed it.
Claimed it?
all right, eating it, but only might have, you understand. There were a lot of bog crabs down there. Nasty buggers, them.
Sounds like I need to break a few shells.
Oh, don't worry, there weren't too many of them. A veritable walk in the marsh, as they say. The ladders, right over there.
Uh-huh. Sure. Alright. Kill some crabs real quick, find our men.
Never heard of crabs eating crystal. This should be interesting.
There, boy! Keep your distance, boy!
Oh, thank you for joining in and talking.
This must be it. No point spending any more time down here than I have to.
What TV show were you watching, Justin? How I Met Your Father's finished. They're not making any more seasons of that. Oh, never mind. I just read what you're doing.
You don't know a man called
Durr.
Norris, do you?
That makes sense, though.
As it happens, he ran off that way not too long ago. Looked like he was in a right old hurry. And he had a lantern with him for some reason. Never known him to stay out after dark.
He was making for the marshes then. All right. Thank you.
Alright. Back down I go. Chicago Firearms. You know, I've seen a little bit of Chicago Fire, not a whole lot. So I mean, I know it's got some good, and then Chicago PD. That one's a joke, isn't it? Like it's a joke comedy, like with Terry Crews. No, it's a different one. I think that's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah, Chicago PD. I think I've seen that one too.
You can't have got far. I better keep my eyes peeled.
I would like to retrieve the lamp, please.
A lantern.
Yeah, that's the one. I already said Reno 911.
Carrying, no doubt.
Or no, it was Brooklyn 911 or something. It's with Terry Crews. I don't think it's Reno. I think it's called. No, I think it's called Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Is what I was thinking of.
I wonder if that someone was Norris.
Ooh, chest.
Norris, I presume.
Leave me be.
You were never branded. So that's how you stayed hidden.
Ronald sent you after me, did he? Set an Imperial dog on his best friend. And when we were so close. I'll never forget the hatred in his eyes. But it doesn't matter now. I will not become a slave. As one bearer to another, please. Don't do this. You know how they treat our kind.
Ronald didn't send me. One of Martha's men did. He wanted to make sure you were safe.
I don't understand.
Martha takes it
Discord.
bearers. She's a friend. You can trust her. Believe me.
I never knew. I can't say I'm surprised, though. She has a kind heart. Kinder than most.
Just wait here and stay out of sight. You'll be among friends soon enough.
Do you mean his Discord for his gaming channel, or?
And sorry, you're no Imperial dog. Far from it.
I've been called worse. Oh, I found a lantern back there. I assume it's yours.
Thanks. I dropped it when those creatures attacked me. But if I'm honest, I wasn't all that sorry to be rid of it. Ron gave it to me.
All right. I'll keep hold of it.
Yes, Daniel, what's going on with your gaming community
You might
Discord?
be able to use it to put an end to the Imperial surge before it begins. A bearer without a brand. To have lived free for so many years. Only to be betrayed by a friend.
I probably should make one too. One for Navarro Gaming. I mean, I have a Discord, just not a channel technically set up for this. But then again, I don't have much of a following yet to really set one up. But I could just set it up just to have it ready. Justin, you're a big PlayStation fan, right? What do you think of this Activision Blizzard deal finally going through? I think it's a right step in the way for PlayStation to kick themselves into gear to making us a new shooter. Or at least reviving maybe like SOCOM or Killzone.
Well, any luck?
Yours, I presume.
You found it! Oh, thank you!
You're like so happy to receive an ingested crystal.
Any longer out in the sun and my catch would have made for poor eating indeed.
Be more careful next time.
Oh, I will, I promise. No point casting my nets of a morning if I'm without a crystal to see the catch to town. There was a time honest tax-paying folk could get new ones whenever they wanted. Can't now, though, not for love nor money. Crystals are scarce, and the Empire tightens its purse strings more every day. Lose this little beauty again, and I might as well scrap my nets and take to begging.
I'm glad I could help you, kind sir. That looks like I leveled up. Woo! There we go. Well, I mean, the only thing with the news of the Activision Blizzard deal right now is that they pushed it out to October 18th. They've extended the merger just until they can finish everything up over in the UK with the CMA. Oh man, they really scared the CMA when they said they were going to pull out of the UK.
There you are, Clive. How goes the search?
Well branded. Have you found the bastard yet?
Only what was left of him. A corpse, torn apart by monsters. And this.
Let me see that. No. It can't be.
Shall we consider that the end of the matter, then? Or do you need to see a body?
No. I mean, I've no use for bearer bones. He's dead. Let that be an end to it. Only wish those whose job it was had done what they were supposed to do and spotted him sooner. Letting a bearer go about without a brand? It's not right, I tell you. Who'll want anything to do with me now, eh? There goes the bearer lover, they'll say. I'll be a laughing stock.
I don't think you need help with that, buddy.
Is it true, Clive? Is Norris really...
No.
He's alive. You'll find him in a hut in the marshes. He's expecting you.
Oh, you crafty. Still, you did the right thing. Thank you. It's not much considering, but please, take this.
Listen to that guitar riff. Yeah, leveling up's gonna get harder and harder. I can already tell now. It's already starting to slow down. The world's opening up, and then now the experience is gonna start slowing down.
You could make a fortune selling
The tavern. It's done. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, right?
Daniel, is there any way I can get rid of this heart emoji? Because it gets in the way of the chat. Just been in my own world, but... I mean, I feel like the old servers were going to get fixed eventually, but because Xbox has a lot better servers, Xbox always been known to have better servers and all that. You know, they finally have the servers again to reopen up these older games. Because Activision on their own, obviously as they release new games, don't want to keep paying for the old servers. And that's when it fell to, they'd have some dedicated servers, and then it'd also fall to the fan base to keep a server alive. And now, because we have Xbox, and Xbox has a quantity of servers because Microsoft, they're probably able to actually dedicate some more back to these and revitalize the games.
Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy, though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade.
Let's get this over with. That's enough.
Yes, because slaying a couple bandits is so epic that it has to do this.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. No good cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go. The Empire might be in charge, but that don't mean they care to keep us safe. If it weren't for the Blood Axes and me, merchants won't come near these lands for fear of what might happen to them.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
Just as you did today. You're a useful man to have around. Here.
I'll only be around it for
And
so
there'll be a
often.
mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right, we've got work to do for to make this place presentable. You best be going, before I arm you with a mop.
Ha! But I didn't make a mess of your tavern. I only I was very quick about beating them up and making sure I didn't break any tables. That would have been quite fun to grab one by the face and just smash him through a table.
There he is, the man. You're the one who saw off the bandits, aren't you? Martha was singing your praises. Takes a brave man to march into danger out of the goodness of his heart. You have my respect.
A Rosarian salute.
Oh, what is it they say? Old habits die hard. I trust you won't be reporting me to the Viceroy. If we'd had a few more like you about, perhaps the Rosfields might still... Listen to me rambling on. Thank you again, and, take care of yourself.
Thank you, kind sir. Oh.
You ain't pulled that sword, miss.
No. Look at that. You tell him, lady. Get that sword free. I think my work here is done. See local map. How do I get to the world map? There we go, option. I forgot. It's always hiding. Alright. Let's get on our way over here. No problem, you're good.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. More of the lost supplies.
I like that I'm hopping that fence. All they need to do is, though,
much more in his pack.
like, yeah, it's hard to put that in, but I shouldn't be able to walk through that.
Ask around.
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. I don't suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Ah, you're Sid's man, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed.
Trouble you for some assistance, could I?
Maybe.
It depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quentin a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
Sure, I can talk to some people.
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
One on the left looks familiar.
So you're the new arrivals. Is there anything I can get you? You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly.
Indeed.
I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
Brother, did you see? That bear is marked to a master.
Matter of places.
Back are you? Did Master Quentin summon you?
Let's see.
The shad's all salted and smoked.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy. Someone's waiting for this. And he's waited long enough already. Hopefully this will keep our courier out of trouble.
A whole day on the line and they're still not dry.
There, they fell in the water.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
What supplies
What
do
can
you
I
have?
interest you in today?
Nothing good. Except for music. That's very expensive.
Ah, yes.
Sun's setting fast.
Can I have another?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
Nippy.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course it is. I do as Master Quentin commands, as do we all. And Master Quentin commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Quentin is indeed someone interesting.
Hopefully this will be enough.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Yay, wild goose chased. Alright.
How many have I had?
Too many, if you're talking like that. Okay. come get this.
Master Quinton.
What's going on down here?
I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Griga. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lostwing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen them so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got them worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing them off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use for a comrade in need? Please. Rid us of these wasps so I can be about my business.
All right.
Now we're talking. I'm just gonna get to the quest. Okay. So what's new happening with you, Justin?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been sick? Brother, did you see?
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Enough to sustain for a little while.
Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
You're free now. And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
I guess having the mock has its perks.
What happens to us now?
Alright.
The shad's all salted and
Let's see.
smoked.
Go save. Try some flame magic, maybe? How's editing coming along, Daniel? It's nice to finally have the availability to run around freely. This is pretty on par for a Final Fantasy game too. Like, you got so far in the storylines, things start opening up. I mean, you're still stuck to a somewhat linear path, but yeah.
Hanged man. Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but the sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
Have to go save Randall now.
Go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened.
I forget, Justin, were you interested in playing this game or no?
Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Too slow.
Not this time. Not this time. Too slow. Wait! Not this time. My wounds, boy.
Bam. Whew. No, yeah. People also like, there's some games that are, you know, needed a good remake. Some of these older Resident Evils, great example of games that need to be remade. But like, some people want to bring back the Sly Cooper games, and I love Sly Cooper just as much as the next person, but we don't need them remade. Those games are kind of crafted as good as they are, and even remastered. Up, and Randall's dead.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Why did Randall have to go do that? Sacrifice himself? Need to get sleep. He will be missed. Oh man, it feels good to be able to play this game and not be bogged down by a bunch of cutscenes that draw out. I could get a lot more done in 2 hours now. So I would end the stream. Now it wouldn't be like, oh, I did nothing. Okay. It's a good menu.
There you are. My man told me what happened. And I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away.
I got to recycling.
I knew he was brave. No, I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
And you known him long?
Reckless and brave are one of the same.
I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work. And he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
I now have to report back to his... Well, he said he would tell Sid, so Sid will break the news to his friend. That's going to have me go back there and break the news anyways. I'm going to have to go back there to talk to Gav, so... Let's see. World map. Oh, yep, I guess I do take him. I don't know why I did that. I could have just closed it. Puts me in the vineyard now.
That must
Well, I
be
can
the
do it a couple
vineyard.
times on the road.
A few wasps shouldn't give me too much trouble.
I'm just gonna set these grapes up on.
Out of our way.
Get him, boy!
I wish the target was a little better.
Flames to me! You lose.
I'm pretty sure right there I would have destroyed some grapes. Look at that cutscene in the background. I just shot off a big fireball. Those grapes are singed.
Looks like that was the last of them. I bet
Pretty
let
sure-
Quentin's man know.
Pretty sure Quentin would be angry at me. Those grapes would be obliterated. I've ruined the crop. This crazy lady won't stop following me. I like how she doesn't run fast enough to keep up with me, and then she has to start sprinting to keep up with me, and then she can catch up to me because she's able to sprint faster than me. Gotta love that design.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
What gospel is this? A man stealing to sneak out for a lady, or a daughter for a man.
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quentin would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Goat Bruge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We
I
use
bet.
that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quentin's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness. And once this vintage is ripe for drinking, there'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Yay! People getting drunk to me. The Legend of Clive Rossfield. Alright, well, back to the hideout so I can earn more of the map so I can search around. I wonder who inherited the Phoenix Dominant.
Well, at least you're safe. Poor Randall. The damn fool. Surely his life was worth more than a handful of coin.
I mean, that was for him to decide and choose.
Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Maybe I should just... Oh. There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
And the letter? That was a great expression. Whoever did that voice acting, perfect. And the letter? The fear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. And all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keeps Sid sane while she's away.
He has a daughter.
Oh, he's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here, for your troubles. If there's anything you're wanting...
Oh, how is it?
Today's the day. He'll be sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
Daniel, have you done a lot of the side quests in this game? Because I know you're farther ahead than I am at the moment. Mr. Housewolf. So it's like Overwatch but with dinosaurs. Okay. How Overwatch? Wait, so it's a superhero team-based shooter? Oh, okay. I forgot. Well, I know you were playing with Ashley, so I didn't know if you were doing any side quests at all with her. Just found out that Sid had a daughter, so I didn't know if you knew that.
Well, someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
But I wouldn't call me in a hurry. I just did a bunch of side quests and left you standing here.
Fine day for a little mischief.
Oh, okay.
You say?
But maybe my dialogue will be different, though.
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's Head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Woo! Alright, so real quick. You said Exoprimal. It's on Game Pass, right?
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
He's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda.
There.
Did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria?
Okay. Well, how about after the stream? What are you doing at 9? Could you spend half an hour with me playing Exoprimal?
I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately.
Yes, 9.
I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days.
No, I'm going to get off this at 6. What's up, Justin? I figured you were still here. You said you were checking your grandma's blood pressure and all that, and I figured you were just doing a couple things while listening in. I don't think you have Game Pass, though, so I don't know if you can join us. But no,
So,
I'm not streaming till 9.
Meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid in jail before this dame finds me?
Sorry. We'll make sure to include you in a PlayStation game too. Maybe we can all play Chivalry 2. That was a free PS Plus game. I don't know if you have that game. That game's pretty fun. Between 6 and 9, I'll probably be playing with Christian on Call of Duty. That way I can... I told him I'd play with him after I was on my stream. So satiate him, and then we can give Exoprimal a try. I mean, there's probably going to be an open slot if you want to play with us on Call of Duty, but mostly we're playing Warzone. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. And I mean, if you have a Series X, Justin, you really should probably get on. Well, would Game Pass Ultimate be good for him then? Because I mean, it's technically cheaper than Xbox Gold, but didn't they just get rid of Xbox Gold? Daniel? That's this one as well, right?
Not this time.
I mean, I get you don't play a bunch of games online, but you know, make the exception for us, can't you, buddy? Well, I mean, also the thing is, like, Game Pass Ultimate's cheaper than Gold. For you to have access to play with us online. But how much is Game Pass regularly? Like $10, right? And Ultimate's 15, or it went up $1. It's like 16 now. Game Pass core is $99 a month or $60 a year. Okay, so same as gold. Well, it's $10.99 a month. Or like $75 a year then? $17 a month. But Game Pass Ultimate went up. Chocobos! No annual options. Okay. So, Game Pass Core is the new Xbox Gold. Okay. I mean, he doesn't need Ultimate then, because Ultimate just allows him also to play from PC, right? And if he's got an Xbox Series X, that means all he needs is the Game Pass console. Which is $2 more, but without an annual. I'm guessing, Justin, you pay for your gold annually? Sorta.
Not this time.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get no EA play. Oh, that's right, it's Exo Primal EA. Wait. So, I mean, Capcom, right? So, I mean, Game Pass Ultimate's the ultimate deal because it gives you online play plus Game Pass on everything. I feel like that doesn't make sense. I feel like there's got to be something more. How would console not allow you to play online? Because wouldn't Game Pass console be included in? Isn't it the next step up past core?
Soldiers used to speak of a brotherhood. That was north of the checkpoint. And the Dame has friends in the south.
Okay. And PC and console are the same price, just depending on which one you're using it on, right? But if you're paying for PC Game Pass, isn't that still allow for an online game through PC? Why would console not? I just feel like something's not adding up here. I mean, the PC is relatively new though, so unless you're buying what does Microsoft have a
welcome.
A game launcher on PC, an app? I really want to make
Thank you.
sense of this.
I doubt you'll get
Because
more
now
than
it sounds
that
like
in the
Xbox's
capital.
online section has gotten way more complicated.
That's the best I can do.
Okay, so PC is, yeah, so PC Game Pass is just for the Game Pass library and EA Play. Yes.
I'll be here if you need me.
I mean, Game Pass Ultimate kind of is the best deal. It sucks, yeah, there's not an annual purchase.
With the right to confiscate any objects forbidden by the throne.
Spices from the faraway deserts of Dalmekia.
Fresh fish, hauled from the Sea of Grace this very morning.
I get you don't have to pay for online with PC. No, I'm pretty sure you still did. Or unless you said to buy the game.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers.
I
Otto
guess.
always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Yeah. Well, I could have swore Xbox still made you have to pay for gold to play online for Halo back, like when it released on Xbox. And I mean, because certain people playing on PC, but I could have swore they still had like, unless someone like had their own server, I'm still pretty sure you had to pay Xbox to be able to play online against people for like Halo and Gears of War and all that. I don't think it was just free.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a
Okay.
kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless... Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
That's a little bit of dirty marketing. Just a little bit. I mean, Ultimate is a great deal, but Jesus.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up. Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Yeah, but like, but for Justin's term right here, you know, like, where he's playing using probably, you know, he's using Game Pass Ultimate to play older games, right? But he can't play online with people now unless he were to pay for core and console at the same time. I get it's a push towards Ultimate, but I feel like people that don't like, honestly, if I no. So Game Pass Core doesn't give him access to the Game Pass library, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement. As do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Torgo's following me. Jill's gone. I'd agree. 2.5 hours. I normally try to do a 3-hour stream for Final Fantasy. Okay, so that just goes up as he accompanies me. How do you increase its level, though? By using it? Be nice if it told me how that works. Okay. Abilities. It's been a second since I saved. I should probably save the game. I only made a second save for when my stuff was originally having problems. Because I started the stream
And
around.
if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Yeah, like I'd say 3:05 because I would have to figure what was going
As
on.
do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary.
So she runs a brothel.
Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Oh, I said I started streaming around before 3 to get it all set up, but it wasn't working, and I had to figure out what was going on because it was doing the whole thing where like I started streaming, but it wasn't going to YouTube, and I had to mess with the resolution settings. I had to change it from 2K, the 1960 by 920, 60 frames per second. I had to change it down. I had to change that. And then I started streaming to test to see if that was the problem. I went to the option below, which I think is the 1080p or, I don't know, might have been the 2K, whatever the other setting is, 60. And it started working. It started streaming to YouTube. And so then I deleted that, which was like literally lasted 20-something seconds. And I went back to the 4K 60 frames per second streaming, and it worked. And that probably started around 3:05, like 5 minutes after 3 o'clock is when that was up and running. So I've been streaming for like 2 hours and 25 minutes roughly-ish. I mean, I can check right here if I click the...
Thank you.
Yeah,
for
I've been streaming for 2 hours, 20 minutes.
My lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I began to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
We're quite the hound we need to be. And now we got Torgal too.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Sounds like an interesting bar, Iron Flagon.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then? Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb. A gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother. As do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
There's a lot of side quests here.
Excuse me, you then? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dame's? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant. Though fortunate enough to count the Dane among my acquaintances, I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Sounds interesting.
The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
I want to look even more, because they're explosives, probably. Or maybe crystals.
Did one of them get on this?
Fuck you, that's how. Oh.
Sergeant's got it in for us two. As if either of us needs to brush... Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the
Time
Imperial
for me
Guard's
to
got no use
spank
for
some
your
Imperial
kind.
Guards.
The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
Don't bloody believe it! The bastard's wearing the moon and stars!
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Sure, I don't mind spanking some people's asses.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Nope, I'm ready. Torgal, you can sit this one out.
Now,
If that's what you...
cocky bastard. All right, let's be having. Oh,
Still
and when
on.
you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon. All right. So you know one end of a blade from the other.
That's enough.
I am thoroughly keeping him pinned. That was brutal.
Fuck me.
No, thank you.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Why the bearer? Win the Dane's favour anyway.
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Stay, you got potential. Now give it air.
That was brutal. I didn't even like break out some of my best moves. Oh, I love juggling opponents.
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
Nope.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bullocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Maybe. But I'm just a bloody branded. Why should I do you guys any favors?
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you.
Yeah, we play
About
Fortnite.
the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this
I don't know
act
what Daniel's
of
doing
mercy
right now.
as an undermining of the Empire's authority.
It says I've only got 2 people watching, which might be me
and for the
and
sake of those we feed.
you.
Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Okay.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Heard the bones fell favourably.
I can finish this side quest off.
Hurry up!
I can finish these side quests.
Now's not the time.
And then I can...
It's not been half a moon since at all. And they'd have us marching late.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain.
Down to play and finish, alright. How much longer do you think you'll be?
You need to leave. Now.
Because I could play.
Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames!
And you, if you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
You look like you need a rest.
I mean, yeah, that one's a free to online play the game.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it always was before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
Because that's cross-play, so you can always play us on... I'm pretty sure Daniel plays it off his Xbox. I played off my PS5.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Well, no, he's playing on his cousin's PS5.
It looks like you need it.
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
Then wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
That's the day done then. Drinks.
No one's allowed through the gate into...
However do they get that cut?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have
Fine,
a delivery
then.
from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make 'em less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
I mean, I'm down.
You can tell
But
I'm a man of my word.
what's confusing Daniel is that you could get this on, you could get Fortnite on your Xbox Series X, and it's a free to online play game, so you don't need gold to play or core. And you can still play with us because it's cross-platform. I can play with you guys. I think that's why Daniel's confused.
business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
I don't know if I want to.
This is
Ah.
later than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
I don't really play Fortnite all that much. Only time I play is with Daniel.
It all smells so delightful. I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
Do you have your own PSN account, though, Justin, or are you using your cousin's PSN
The very
account?
best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right. If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Okay.
That's the day done then.
Because I'd have to either add your cousin as a friend on PlayStation then, or I think there's a friend code system on Fortnite that doesn't use consoles.
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
But I'd still have to add your cousin as... I'd just have to add your cousin to Fortnite then, and then he'd wonder where I came from probably. And Daniel.
Will be pleased.
You don't say. And would you be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Oh, okay. So he wants to play on his PS5 because on his cousin's PS5 because his cousin has a headset, so he can actually talk to us. But we'll have to add his cousin's Fortnite code.
Or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering
The
food.
Fortnite friend system instead of using like PlayStation's friend
Just
system.
as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too
But yeah.
much interest in him of late.
We'd be adding his cousin's account to play with him,
There was a
and
time
so he could
when
use his
he was the
cousin's
Vale's
headset.
most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats
That's
its
why he doesn't
bearers.
want to play on the Xbox.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him.
Okay.
And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I mean, depending on the style of headset, you might be able to ask your cousin to borrow it from time to time. And depending on how you're using your phone right now, I'm guessing you're using your phone to watch me. You could use your phone for the Xbox party chat. Well, I'm going to save here and make this the quitting point. So I don't think there's a whole lot more I can do within 7 minutes. Well, thank you guys for joining the stream and watching and chatting. Let's see. I know Loso now can message me on Xbox. Justin, what's your gamer tag? Okay, and the hashtag and numbers with that. Yeah. There we go. I sent you a friend request on through my Xbox account. Ooh. I can't play Fortnite through Game Pass, but I can play it on my PlayStation. Can do. You just have to send me accept the friend invite, and then I'll have to accept your message request, or send you a message, and then you'll have to accept it, one of the two. So apparently that's what happens with the app. It doesn't tell you that someone just messaged you, especially when you're friends. It's like, Loso Banks. Feel bad for him for a second. Didn't mean to ignore him. But, yeah, for something I wasn't notified about, it's hard to check for. God, Daniel, I clean my hands, and I don't know how, like, all this, like, dead skin and stuff gets on this controller. like I really do my best to keep this thing clean, and keep my hands clean. I mean, I think I get notifications anytime I get sent a message after I've received it, but like when it was doing the message request, I didn't get any notification that he had sent me messages or requested to talk to me. Alright. Well, maybe we can start an Xbox chat party and talk there. I'm gonna end the stream now. You guys have a good one.